also working on. That's a really cool one. Yay! Let me know where you're tuning in from, what your name is. Let's talk about art and painting and all things fun and relaxing. So, alright. This is the other painting I'm working on. Oops. This is clearly a little bit more refined, and it's a fun painting. I'm excited about it because I have plans to basically deepen it and set it aside for a while. I'm just gonna work on it a little longer, add a few highlights, add a few dark spots, and then we're gonna circle back around to it later. I'm digging them. OD, the grips. Hi, thank you so much. I'm so glad. I'm from Bristol, UK, where Banksy is from. It's the biggest graffiti and art city outside New York City. That's so cool. And Genova 7, hi, thanks for tuning in. And it's the trip hop capital. That's so cool. I love that. Okay. I love that I've got some people here who are, in a creative environment, and, yeah, that's awesome. Skilmster. Love it. Yeah, if you want to customize your little avatar, feel free to do so. All you gotta do is do !random to customize it. And I can also interact with the avatars. I will drop bombs on thyself. Okay, see. I wish we could do something like fairy dust, but it doesn't have that options. But sorry, there's a popped up. Hopefully does everything still sound okay? Hopefully it does. Okay. Let me know that everything sounds okay, because I clicked a few things. Oh, one of my lights is off. That's okay. I'll just go ahead and turn it on. Give me a second. Stay here. Don't move. Oh, thanks, Ed Sheeran. For following me. So is it like Ed Sheeran Simp? Is that what it is? Stay puffed 5. Hi, thanks for the follow, guys. Let me know who you are, where you're from. Hi, thanks for the smiley face. Okay, hang on. I'll be right back. Stay. Okay, hopefully you can see I have a rainbow light now, so totally worth the 2-second BRB, right? So yeah, guys, go ahead and just sit back and relax, enjoy yourself. Yes, I see it. Great. I'm drinking some iced coffee, so don't let it weird you out. It's got some oat milk that kind of floated to the bottom. All good. So I'm gonna work on this just a little, then I'm gonna go to this, then I'm gonna bring in another painting. Okay, I've got some really great ideas for painting. so that I don't have to hold it up, but right now this is what I have. Oh, the candy melting hot knife stuff. Yes, I have all of that on my Instagram and TikTok, so check it out. I still do it. So yeah, I uploaded one quick video. The neck is too long. Interesting. I've had a few people say that. I will definitely consider that. That painting is amazing. Wow. Aw, thank you so much. I used to do the youth club where they had skateboarding ramps to skate outside the street skateboarding things. It was a music hangout. Had DJ gear as well, but also was literally covered outside and inside with graffiti. All that graffiti artists also hung out there, and it's where Banksy learned and did his first ever piece on the wall of the outside football court. Okay, I cannot believe I just read all of that. Stay buffs, thanks for following. So yeah, let me look at my reference picture and just see what's happening here. Because I feel like it's worth considering. Okay, so I think I can pull this up a little bit. I like that idea. Because I'm doing some measuring. That shadow goes here, and then the curve of the shoulder's a little bit higher. So I appreciate that. Loving this one too. It looks it's dark. Thank you. Alright. Okay, so let's just kind of see what I can do to kind of clean it up and make some sense of this madness. Hang on. I do get a little bit I wouldn't say OCD is the word, but it's important for me to have my painting area to feel comfortable. Everything needs to be in its place. My voice is so calming. Thanks. Hopefully. So, just something that I really find important about painting is to change it as you go. Don't worry about making it perfect. The first time you paint it, it's impossible to lamps on you guys because some of you are kind of covering the painting, so maybe if you moved, it would help. We'll see. You can see I'm adding some space. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crop this to be kind of the crop of my what would you call this? Canvas. I'm gonna try not to squeeze everything into. This is more of the crop I have, honestly. Adriano Mateo, hello. Thanks for being here. Okay, so let me see if I can make this kind of happen. That looks definitely better, I think. You know, I kind of shortened it and widened it a little. Oops, that's a little dark. A little dark. So it's the middle of the afternoon, getting to be closer to the evening here. Maybe some of you guys are at work or working from home today. Maybe it's later for you and you're trying to relax. But whatever time it is, that's awesome, and thank you for being here. So, yeah. Okay. It's 22, so it's like 2 a.m. or something. 2:30. Is that right? I forget military time. It's been so long since I've been on military time. Okay. I'm just gonna do a few things to this painting before I move on to working on another painting, and I'm gonna just what I call let it rest for a little while, which means just kind of step away from it for a while. That way I can kind of get mental clarity and really think about what my next step is, because once you have the image on the piece of like material, whether it's canvas or whatever it is that you're using, it could be paper, it could be plywood, you know, once you have the image down, you can always kind of play with it and do something more with it and build onto it kind of in a sculptural way. So I'm considering kind of doing something collagey with it, which is something that I've mentioned. I can either build onto this canvas, or I could take the canvas off of the stretcher, cut it up into smaller pieces, and then kind of sew it back together in a way with like thread, or collage it onto a larger canvas. Hi, Aomeme, good to see you. It's good to see you. So yeah, let me know what you think I should do. I'm thinking I could get, you know, a pretty yarn and kind of make the yarn look like it's sewing the fragments together, or I could layer on black pieces and kind smaller brush what you think is the best. Thank you. You're probably right in the end, but I'm open to suggestions. Honestly, right now is kind of a dangerous place to be in a painting because I am starting to work very incrementally, like meaning that I'm using kind of these small incremental painting choices, which can be kind of dangerous because you don't want to finesse the painting and finesse the surface of the painting without kind of building out a structure to it that really like holds up. And so I'm trying to kind of restructure as I finesse. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Hopefully it does. Wow, all of my booger buddies are kind of in one corner. Like, oh my goodness, you guys have to like move around. Let me just do that and then pin some of you. That way you guys have no choice but to just stay over there until you say something. I think at some point you fall down, so. Hello, Amlek2002. Good to see ya. So I am trying to explain some of my thought processes as I go, so you guys have kind of an understanding as to where I'm kind of coming from. I need to get my glasses adjusted and like just my eyesight checked because it's going out the window because I'm on my screens all the time. No, I'm kidding, that's not why. I kind of wonder if that has something to do with it, but then there's like people who are on their screens way more than me and they've got pretty good eyesight, so I'm just like, okay, whatever. I think it might be just genetic or something. I think sometimes I get frustrated with acrylic and just the texture of it, to be honest. I think at some point, we'll see when, but at some point I'm probably going to want to bring oil to the picture just because it's a different process and it's a pretty cool process. So I'll go back and forth between different things for sure. This person has a very unique chin. I would agree. It could be, the way I painted it. I'm still kind of working on it, but it kind of has she's like tilting her head back. I don't know if that's obvious. This is the reference. Hopefully it's obvious that she's kind of tilting her head back, but maybe I need to work on that shadow. I think the shadow will help because the forehead really isn't dark enough. It needs to be a little darker, like so it's going back into the distance. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Just kind of drawing into it in a way. Don't worry about blending because blending is an illusion, quite literally. There's no point in going overboard on it. It's a good illusion, but it's like you should make the illusion of blending without necessarily blending. So overall it'll look blended, but that doesn't mean that the artist blended it. But you can do a little blending. So don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. So yeah, right now I love this brush right now. It's kind of like drawing a little bit over my painting. You like my iteration inspiration more than the reference. Hell yeah. That's exciting. That's kind of the goal. I'm trying to make art out of like something that would otherwise just be like an image that will eventually get lost in the great space of the internet. So yeah, I'm excited to just continue with it. And it's interesting because the more you paint, the more ideas you'll get. So, and the more art you make, the more ideas you get. And so that's why I'm gonna get back into using my sketchbook and stuff like that, because it's just another excuse to make. And the more you make, the more you make, if that makes sense. So, yeah, it's hard to start, but once you get on a roll, it's easier. I don't know anything about blending other than it being a blend. So a lot of people blend by smudging two parts of the painting together with their fingers or with, a cloth. I mean, there's so many different techniques of blending, when really the best way to kind of get everything to look like it merges from one spot to another seamlessly is by kind of getting the right value, like the right lightness or darkness next to each other. So I hope that makes sense. I'm honestly roughing it up a little. Like, it's weird because if you keep painting over the same spot exactly the way that you initially thought. Wow, I'm rhyming. It's pretty poetic over here. If you keep doing that, you're gonna keep kind of hitting the same like wall in a way, and you're not gonna be able to really totally develop your painting into something more than what it is. Because I mean, let's face it, you're never gonna make it a masterpiece in like 10 minutes. Like, it takes, unless you're a freaking Picasso, which I'm not, so you gotta step away from it and come back to it. And even him, I mean, I'm sure I'm pretty sure he had some paintings that took longer and some paintings that didn't take as long. They were more of a blur. But because like really good art is great every step of the way, it doesn't even need to be finished for it to be great. And that has a lot to do with the process of art making that's deemed worthy. And like, I think the world of critics and stuff, but what do I know? Honestly, I really don't know. I think I'm just going off of what I've been told and like based on my own personal experience. This is actually darker in here. Oh god, not that dark. See, like everybody messes up. It's not a mess up, it's a happy accident. Thanks, Wisey, for following me. Can't make a masterpiece in 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes, really? Oh my gosh. Love it. But, I mean, hey, good for you. Show me how, please, because I'd love to know. I mean, I think it's safe to say that most paintings that are worth anything is gonna take some time, and if it didn't take a ton of time in that exact painting, then it definitely took time in the history of the artist to get to the level of painting something in that caliber in that short amount of time, if that makes sense. So it's like if somebody is able to make something amazing in like 10 minutes, then it took them a lifetime to get to that point, more than likely. And it therefore took time. Maybe not in that one particular instance, but it did take time in the grand scheme of things. So hopefully that makes sense. That's my thought on it. And right now I'm trying to kind of figure out what I did to the chin. It's kind of hard to get the right value, to be honest, but it can be done. She does have a unique chin. It's kind of like cleft. Yeah, the banana, that some person put a banana on a wallet sold. It is possible. True. I mean, I see what you're saying, and you know, all things are possible. But in the case of, you know, you and me, as normal people who are probably the more likely scenario, it's gonna take time, because go ahead, pin a banana to the wall or do something kind of flippant and see if people love it. They might, you know, maybe do some quick art and some not quick art. You know, maybe we can learn from that. But also, I don't think that I'm gonna be that, you know, minority that actually just makes it off of doing something kind of stupid. Like, thus far, I mean, I guess anything can be argued as stupid, but like, most of my work has taken a lot of work. And that's normal. It's normal for it to not be just microwave. Hello, Laura Aka. I can't say her last name. So I hope I am making sense. And of course, I'm just gonna qualify again. I don't, you know, think I know everything with art. I just have my own personal opinions on it, you know. So it's always changing, and I'm always open to hear somebody else's point of view. So yeah. If anybody wants to chime in and disagree, or just kind of give me their feedback, I'm totally for it. I'd love to hear it. Thank you for following me, Hidden Leo. This looks insane, OMG. Yay! It kind of reminds me of Chris Evans to me now. James Eady, very cool. G-Bits, thanks for following. I'm sorry, I made kind of a weird sound with my mouth. So yeah, hang on, my headphones are a little twisted. Hi Brian, Eno. Good to see you. I'm happy y'all are here. Boots55 now. Thanks for being here. Yay. Friends. I've got friends. Yay. No, yeah, guys, let me know who you are in the comments. I would love for you to have a little avatar so you can be a little booger buddy. My name's Sugar Beggars, as I said before. I love making ASMR. I love making art. I am still kind of getting used to and learning this whole platform of Twitch, and I just updated my schedule, so check it out if you want to keep up with me. Go to my schedule because I am being consistent, and I'm super proud. to schedule internet live thing. So, yeah. Yay me. I can't even draw with my right hand. Are you trying to sell us on your boogers? I bet that. Is that why you picked that nickname? Oh, that's a good idea. And Brian's so beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, like, I'm totally gonna sell my boogers. Joke's on you. No, I'm kidding. That's nasty, but I could make a candy called sugar boogers, or like a makeup line or something at some point, you know. You never know the possibilities in the world of internet. But yeah, I'm definitely not there in my career yet, but you know, one of these days. Make that a little darker. It's like in here there's kind of remnants of a space, or like it's not totally black in here. It's blacker than that, clearly. I'm trying to get that right shade of like gray black. That's good. It's a start. We'll see what happens. Wait, I'm left-handed. Yes. Wait. Oh, green and sticky candy. I like it. Yeah, I mean, it could be green and sticky, but that's kind of gross. I was thinking like multicolored, and then with like almost like gumdrops, but like gooier and organic shapes. That like, what if it like was almost it burst on the inside, kind of like those what are those called? What's the candy called that's like, I don't know, it kind of explodes into gushiness. Fruit gushers. Wow, my character is nuts. Look at him. He's exactly the way I depict myself in my mind. Oh, that's amazing. Yay, I love you guys for commenting and letting me know who you are. Look, I'm gonna pin you all. I'm gonna put you all over here, and you're gonna all just be booger buddies together in Booger Buddy World. It's amazing. I know. Alright. So, I'm drinking my iced coffee. Pigtail tag, hi. Hey, hello. Oh no, I left you out. Whoops. Let me get you up there. Join the Booger Buddy Club. Okay, I'll be on top of or behind all of you guys. Okay, there we go. So hopefully you guys are enjoying being over there, floating in Boogerland. So yes, it's interesting because a painting has a lot to do with sculpting, because you're sculpting something out of kind of a bunch of like flat surfaces in a way. You're trying to make something kind of three-dimensional. Oh, thanks, James Edie. I appreciate that. $4 is awesome. Dope shirt. Thanks. It has a skull. Trying to think of what I could set this on. Oh, this is a good thing. I appreciate the donation. That's so incredibly kind. Alright. Just gonna kind of add some highlight in there to kind of create some structure. And there's a little bit of, there's some stuff going on in here that's gonna help the overall appearance once I kind of make it happen. It's not hard, it just takes a minute to sculpt everything. I'm leaving. Good night, everyone. Bye, Hidden Leo. Thanks for tuning in. Have a wonderful night. Guys, would love for you to let me know who you are, what you're up to, how your day is going. Are you excited for October? Are you excited for the fall? Because I am. I love the fall, of course. I'm a girl, if you can't tell, and all women love the fall. I'm just kidding, but I mean, most of us kind of do, you know? And yeah, I'm excited for the changing leaves and the cooler weather. It's already a little cooler outside today, and I'm kind of getting used to not being able to wear my sandals. Very excited for the fall. Amazing. I'm Lisa B. I'm up to watching you paint for a while. I now have confirmation that you're in fact a girl. Thanks. I couldn't catch the rest of the question. Sorry. Yes, I am female. But yeah, that's funny. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Anyways, getting back to the painting. Adding, muscle definition in the neck, making it appear a little bit wider in this area, and just kind of making it a little musclier by adding that lighter spot. The only season I enjoy, LOL James 80. I hear that. The fall is fun. It's all about transition. So if you're going through a transition, embrace it, because a lot of times, if you're anything like me, our lives kind of even up with the seasons. So yeah, if you're going through transition, it's okay. It's fall, and most people are going through transitions right now. Oops, that kind of ruined it, that pure white, but that's okay. I can always kind of put it back in here. Actually, speaking of transition, it needs to be a smoother transition. It's light in there, that it's kind of light but shaded. You gotta see deeper into the lights and darks, and that's why I love painting from black and white painting photography, and that's what I'm doing right now, because it kind of just already is so compelling and moody with the light, and that's all painting is light. So I'm in psychoanalytical therapy. I've been for a while. Lisa B. Oh cool, what do you do in psychoanalytical therapy? That sounds interesting. I might need psychoanalytical therapy. Oh, Ben Itao. Hi. Hey. Not sure what goes into translation. Most of us feel like a transition to me. Yeah, for sure. Love it. Where are you from? Maybe you already told me and I already forgot. We'll see, right? I don't know. I don't think you told me, but yeah. Okay. Upward and onward. Sometimes my British accent comes out. Don't make fun of me. I'm not British. Okay. guys talk very slowly about my life, I guess. He asks leading questions and gives a ton of space. He's an extremely calm guy with crazy voice control. I'm almost sleeping well. I'm there. It's pretty great. Not sure what... Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. I love that. Okay. This needs to be, like, broadened. Kind of, I don't know. So yeah, I am getting really sucked into the painting. I am kind of trying to make this a more gradual and structural transition, if that makes sense. Will you do any of the October art challenges? What is the October art challenge, Chris? Carb, good question, and let me know. Because if it's a Twitch thing, I might not know about it because I'm still getting used to the Twitch things. So, yeah, let me know. So, you don't like ears? That's a great question. You are, one of the many people who ask me that. If you love ear sounds, you can go to my Patreon, okay? I am uploading mouse sounds and stuff on my Patreon. I've got my Patreon listed in my bio, so check it out. Check it out. Yeah. But other than that, I just do mostly just the art stuff lately. I love painting. I've been a painter for a long time. I have an Etsy. Would love for you to, go look at it. I'll be posting more stuff on there. So, my dog is walking around. Oh, he's so cute. Do you guys want to see my dog? Look. Hi, baby. Come here. Oh. This is my tiny guy. He's really small, but he's super old. You can't even hardly see him. He wears a diaper. Hang on. He wants to walk around. I'll be right back, okay? Don't go anywhere, okay? Okay, so he wanted to walk around. I might have to go check on him in a minute. What was my first painting? The pup, thanks. I don't know what my first painting was, but I do have some really, really old paintings that I can show you from my parents' house. Maybe I'll do like a review someday. Can I paint in your ears? Probably. I probably can. Let me see what else. What did I miss? Yeah, he's wearing a diaper. Like I said, I might have to go check on him later. Let me work on this a little bit more. And yeah, I'm working on another painting. Did somebody ask what happened to my other painting? What? Oh, maybe not. Do you present your work at galleries and such? Do you know about NFTs? I know about NFTs. I'm in the process of getting my ASMR on NFTs. I'm doing a partnership with somebody, but nobody's offered to kind yeah, so let me do that. I have the link here, and I'm just gonna drop it in the chats for you guys. Give me a second, I gotta go to my, okay, there, paste, there. Now I gotta do it on my YouTube. So here it is. Look at me. Okay, yeah, guys, let me know if it works. I haven't given out my digital currency in a while, but it is on the blockchain. It does have a dollar value. I don't know what the dollar value is right now because I honestly don't care. Because fuck the dollar value. I mean, it doesn't do anything for anybody. The value of the dollar is so low right now. So yeah, check it out. I would love for you guys to hold it. Go to my Discord. Oh yeah, I can put in my Discord. Let me do that real quick. And I have a Tingles only chat. That should work. Let me know if that works. And I'm just doing it from my phone. I don't think I have any mods here right now because they're all busy, but that's okay. Okay, there's my Discord. Check it out. I'm still getting used to Discord. I don't know what the heck I'm doing on there, but I will figure it out for you guys, especially if I have a Tingles only chat. And I'll let you know whenever I actually drop my NFTs, because it's gonna be super cool. Thank you for reminding me, because I'm in the process of, working with some people, and I need to do my part to actually make it happen. I'm kind of been preoccupied, a little distracted lately. So Dirtina, thanks for following me. X4 and X401, thanks for following me. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. So yeah, once you follow me, you get a little Booger buddy, which is an avatar, and whenever you comment, it'll just pop up, which is super fun. It'll pop up on my screen, and it's a really, really fun way for us to just interact. And yeah, it's a cool way for me to see you, and you can change your avatar depending on what you want. You just hit random, exclamation point, random. That's all you do. So yeah, it's great. Alright. I need to work on that eye. Need to make it a little darker. And yeah, I also have an Etsy. I'm happy to show you guys later what my Etsy is. If anybody is here who already knows it, you're welcome to put it in. I think it's the little code is exclamation point Etsy, so if you want to see, just put in exclamation point Etsy. I've been putting in a bunch of links. Oh, thank you. Greetings from Mexico. Hello. But yeah, guys, I enjoy making artwork, so yeah, you can support that by following my Etsy account, giving me feedback on what your favorite paintings are, giving me feedback on prices. I'm happy to list things for prices in a price that works for you guys. Of course, I put down my initial unction of what I think it's worth, but if you guys have a better suggestion, I'm totally open for it, especially if you're open to actually buying something. So yeah, I will negotiate with the right buyer for sure. Really what it comes down to is I need to get paintings out of my parents' basement because they're building up, to be honest. if you would like to check out my mouth sounds videos, you can go to my Patreon. Just hit !Patreon. And it's $5 a month for one mouth sound video. Pre-record, or you get early access to my pre-recorded videos. And yeah, that's what you get. And you get a shout out. And I will shout out my patrons today. Once I get to a stopping point. And yeah, like a lot of times I just shout my patrons out during my live streams because I super appreciate their support. It means the world to me. And I'm just getting back into Patreon. I kind of quit there for a while. I was doing it, and I kind of changed directions, and here I am doing it again, but doing it different. So yeah, I'm kind of working on some of the structure of these shadows, if you will. But yeah, I hope you guys are having an amazing week so far. What's today? Wednesday? That's freaking insane. Is today really Wednesday? Guys, the weeks go by so fast. It's kind of scary. She has some eyelashes, but I don't want it to look like too fake. So I'm trying to kind of make them look a little bit more ambiguous or something. I think I got the tingles. I'm now 1K tingly. That's awesome. Hell yeah. So yes, I am kind of structuring some of these shadows underneath the eye because it looks like they're not quite as architectural as I'd like them to be. I mean, that's the only way I can put it, honestly. So that's what I'm trying to do right now, is kind of put some shape to the shadows without kind of ruining the values I already kind of have set in place. And it might take some time to get it where I want it. It's very common to kind of have to disrupt what you're working on in order to kind of get it to a higher level of consciousness, if you will, especially because paintings look better with history, and if the artist kind of tries to push it further than what it thinks they can go, it's gonna look even better. So even if you kind of mess up a little, or if you kind of paint yourself in circles a little bit, that's okay. Let it go there, because you're gonna ultimately have a better painting if you let it go there. If you know what I'm saying, like if anybody's a painter here or has even so much as dabbled in painting, like hopefully you know exactly what I'm talking about, and if so, let me know, so I know I'm not alone in that feeling of just like feeling like you're kind of hitting the wall or painting the same thing over and over without kind of fixing it or getting it to a higher level, which that's what we want every time you're painting. Like with every brush stroke, you want it to kind of elevate the painting and bring it to a higher level. Okay, so I'm going to take a picture of this, and then I might bring it to a stopping point for now, and then that way I can work on something else. nice to expand further. It's pretty, I don't know, it's a little bit ambiguous. I think that's the word, like what's happening back there with Wawa and Do 56 Hello. But yeah, it's a little. Have you painted a mirror on a mirror before for self-portrait? I've never painted on a mirror. No, I don't know how well paint would stick to mirror or a glass. I feel like that might be an interesting idea, though. I like that. Oops, a little too bright. Okay, this painting reminds me of Madonna's True Blue album cover. Let me look it up. I could see that. That makes sense. Cosmetic. Alright. Let me just flip it upside down and see if there's anything that I see that I could only see if it was upside down. I think the neck still needs a little structure. But it doesn't all need to just happen right now, you know? And again, there's a chance that I'm gonna, you know, kind of go into it and paint or kind of take it apart, take it from a different perspective. Yes. So yeah, I mean, I think that those few marks did a lot of good to the painting. I'm excited to list this on Etsy. I'm excited to see if it sells, to be honest. Hopefully it does. But what's weird is, you know, sometimes something doesn't sell immediately, but then eventually someone comes around and they're like, hey, I really like that. And obviously when that happens, it's always super cool. And it's usually pretty surprising, but that's why I try to just kind of get it out there and see what happens. I like that highlight there. One of my old roommates did that for her art major. Did the painting on mirrors thing. That's really cool and smart. I like it. It's definitely something that I could think about. I think, like, you know, It's just gonna be me as a clown Joker thing. So I hope people like it. I'm gonna have to go online and do some online shopping for it because I don't have clown Joker clothes at the moment. So now it's upside down. Yes, you're a wizard, Harry. Hell yeah. So I kind of wanted to make this look just a little bit more subtle and bring that in. Alright, let me flip this back side up. Back, right side up, or whatever. I feel like that looks better. I need to work on that still. It's not quite there. Flipping again. And trying to, be careful so it doesn't make a big noise. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. I really like the detail. Thank you, Splatterfist. Bonjour, Sugar Books, looking better. Hell yeah, thanks. I'm glad it's getting there. And, I think when it comes to making paintings and stuff, you have to have a very stick-to-itive and resilient attitude of, I'm gonna work on it until it's how I want it to be. It's not a matter of how long it takes, it's just a matter of until. So, a lot of us just don't want to work on anything for that long because it takes forever. And we get impatient, and I get impatient too. I totally get it because I'm naturally kind of, I'm human. I am an impatient person. I want everything now. Not only am I human, I'm a millennial human, so, I'm more used to just things happening immediately. But, I like the fact that this pushes me to be a lot more resilient and stick-to-itive of I'm gonna work on this until it's successful or until it's where it needs to be. And it's that mindset that kind of allows you to kind of accept the painting where it's at and realize it's a process. So if I ever meet you, I would cancel my subscription to the lottery because you are the grand prize for me. Nice. Thanks. So that's crazy. You have a lottery subscription. Or is that just a pickup line? There, that looks better. It looks rounder. Need to kind of widen this a little bit and get kind of a gray that blends well with the white without kind of messing up what I already have. I mean, that's the challenge. Like, how do you add without kind of fucking it up? Well, you kind of have to be okay with messing it up a little bit in order to bring it to a better spot. It's almost like plastic surgery. You have to have the sacrifice of all that pain and upheaval of the actual body in order to bring it to a better place, depending on what you have done. There's a lot plastic surgery for medical reasons or because whatever the improvement might be. I know it's controversial. I just watched the explained plastic surgery thing, so it's kind of in the back of my mind, but yeah, basically it's kind of like with painting in the sense that you gotta mess it up a little to bring it to a better spot. Sometimes you gotta mess it up a lot to bring it to a better spot. And there I go, rhyming again. I need to remember that if I'm trying to rhyme, just don't try and you might rhyme. I might rhyme because every time I try to rhyme, it's harder to. It's like the best rhymes are kind of just natural. I don't want to close this little window of light right there. I have to open it back up because it's wanting to kind of close in on me. Okay, so let me just flip this over and see what happens. Let me take a picture of it now and see what happens. It's like the picture doesn't happen as well with the, I feel like that could be even darker, but yeah, let me just see if I can get it out of the ring lights. Something weird is happening, but I'm gonna take away this side and just gonna do these weird scribbles so it's not like closing it in, and like that needs to go back more. Trust me, it's gonna make a difference in the painting for sure. I'm just gonna set that needed to kind of go into, this might need to be a little darker. I probably brightened it accidentally as I was kind of working on everything. It's honestly insane how much time these types of paintings take. It's, that's why I kind of hesitated doing more serious art on the stream because it takes longer. But I would rather do art that like takes longer and I get more into it than art that's like quick and I'm not like emotionally invested, because I think that like my emotional investment is what makes it more fun and enjoyable. Like, and there needs to be like a softer transition, but it's like still, it needs to just be the right color in the right spot with the right everything. That's just so hard about painting. It's so meticulous. If you get one thing wrong, it's just so frustrating. That painting kind of looks like Madonna. A lot of people keep saying that. That's cool. I dig it. I like it, Alright, let me see what happened. If I like what I did. I do like what I did. I think I'm just gonna leave it for now. And then I can come back to it and work on it later. Hi, can you sing a lovely song for shadows up here in the eye. Actually, I could do that right now. I'm just gonna do it really quick. See, I always think I'm at a stopping point, but then I'm like, no. I'm gonna do the shadow. I'm gonna add the shadows, and then I'm gonna be at a stopping point, and then I'm gonna work on something else. See, like there needs to just be shadows in here. And yes, I feel better about it already. That already looks better. Alright. So yes, this is it. I'm happy with it for now. I can always work on it more later. I'm gonna look at it, analyze it, decide what I want my next step to be. I think it's at a good spot for now. And I'm gonna work on something else. But first, I'm gonna be right back and check on my dog. Don't go anywhere. Excuse me, I burped. as a paper towel. And I'm just gonna kind of blend in some of like the dark spaces with some general color. I kind of gotta mix it up. Hang on. To kind of eliminate some of the detail, honestly, so I can kind of pull it back out, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Let me just put what's on my brush on here. So I'm just gonna kind of try to simplify. Here, there it is. Excited now, really? You like this one? I'm super excited. You are excited because the excitement is contagious. Let me know who you are, where you're tuning in from, how long you've been watching ASMR. All of those things are super interesting for me to know. And yeah, if you have any suggestions for the painting, I would love to know that. Keep in mind, it's clearly a work in progress, so it's not there yet. Honestly, some of these spaces, just to simplify it, make it easier to read. I love like shortcuts when it comes to painting. Like sometimes you can't really do shortcuts. Sometimes it's like, you have to just take the time it requires, but painting is a lot about shortcuts in a way. I mean, whether it's airbrushing techniques or stenciling or tracing or whatever it is, using photography as references, taking pictures of your references. These are all, in a way, devices to make the process a little faster, and kind of it's a shortcut. Oh, you think it's pretty? Thank you, and thanks, Rico CRC, for following. You are really a professional in this field. Oh, thanks, new banner. I'm a true magician. Thank you so much. It's important to look at the shape of your strong shadows, and that will help you kind of create an environment. Oh, hey, it's the painting. Oh, you guys love this painting. I'm so happy. Eliminating a lot of my brush strokes by essentially rubbing in a thicker layer of paint than the initial wash, but it's almost like a wash. But rubbing it in with my handy dandy paper towel here, trying to kind of mix some colors onto the canvas as I go. mushrooms. Yes, looks great so far. Thank you. I never saw you started. It's in one of my live streams. I did start it, as you can see, at some point. So that guy basically lives right by the mushrooms, or in the mushrooms, or is he just taking a breather? Who knows? I think it could be all of the above, and this is actually acrylic. Sorry, Twitch has been notifying me. I need to turn my notifications on silent, but I forget. Here's the snail. Oh my gosh. All of these people. Do you guys get notified whenever I stream? Just curious. Sounds crunchy. What are you eating? Barbecue chips. I love barbecue and barbecue chips, clearly. I'm gonna add some other kind of interesting colors into the painting, or that's the goal. But right now I'm kind of sticking to more traditional colors, and then I'll kind of build on that and try to do like a merge of like the interesting colors and the kind of iridescent colors. That's the goal. We'll see what happens though. Very soon I'm gonna switch over to my paintbrush because I really think it's time. I see, sir. Do you want to get on here with me? Hang on. We'll see if my dog does okay back here. We'll see. He might not like it. Sometimes he wants to be kind of close to me, and sometimes he doesn't. He wants my chips. I am gonna put him outside of my room again. I wanted him to be close to me, but I think he's kind of a distraction right now. So I'm gonna put him outside of my room while I stream. Cause yeah, I'll be right back, okay? Don't go anywhere. if I turn it that way too much, I'm not really gonna be able to see it. That's the issue. So I can consider a way to make it to where you guys can have a more full-on view, but also if I'm not, I mean, technically it needs to be more like this for me to get it accurate, but I'm trying to angle it as much as I can to you guys while seeing it, so hopefully that makes sense. So yeah, I will consider my options in the future setups for sure. But yeah, hey, I like your painting. I like Barbies? I liked Barbies when I was like a kid. Oh, that's a little bit bright. There, that's better. Hopefully that looks okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to focus on some of these larger spaces and see if I can get some of the shape to start, some of these larger shapes to kind of start happening a little bit more clearly. So I mixed almost a purple color, and it's, do I also draw or do I just paint? Yes, I do draw. I actually brought some drawing stuff, so that not for this stream, but for a later stream, I'll definitely be doing some drawing for you guys. Drawing is actually the foundation of painting. You can't paint unless you can draw, for the most part. So, yeah. Oh, that's funny. They spy. I bet, yeah, dolls are kind of creepy. For sure, for sure. Dark blue is a great substitute for black. It's better than black because it has more definition and stuff in it. It has more color in it because it's, reflective. important to try to work on the entire painting at once so that you can get a really good feel for the larger spaces in relationship to each other rather than everything in isolation, because that's what a painting is. It's a bunch of just shapes and colors that are kind of all related somehow. Oh, and pronouncing it differently instead. Thanks. That's funny. Alright. So I'm having fun with seeing it kind of come together. I should shut up. It's interesting to listen to you talk about shades and colors and gradients and paintings and drawing. Don't shut up, actually. I would love for you to keep talking. I'll do my best to read and paint. Sometimes I don't do a great job at reading, or I am dyslexic, so sometimes it's hard. Oh, that's fine. Adding some shades underneath the mushroom to kind of show that it's darker under there. There's a little bit of light kind of coming through, however, so it's like there's moments that are bright, moments that are dark, moments that are kind of in between light and dark. And yeah. Adding a shape kind of in here. Just making it darker. Yeah, I like where it's going. Just so what was my inspiration for this painting? Well, I do have a little reference image that somebody on Discord gave me to paint, and I said I'll paint it for the live stream and then sell it to him if he still wants it. So yeah, that's pretty much my inspiration, and I like it because it's a little bit seasonal and fallish. I also like the mushrooms because I love mushrooms. I'm a vegetarian, so I eat mushrooms literally all the time. And yeah, we'll make it a little psychedelic too, for those of you who appreciate that as well. But I like the non-psychedelic mushrooms as far as eating goes. At this point, that is. got a snail on top. Yes. Mushrooms are on point. Thanks, May. The snail is gonna come out be a little more obvious later. And I'm excited that it's getting there. Yeah, there needs to be like a shadow on the other side of the snail to kind of make it look a little more obvious. I want there to be a more gradual transition between the light and the dark in here. Like a third value. That looks good. See, it's already deepening. It's a lot about connecting the little pieces that go together that haven't yet been connected, which might sound obvious, but it's easy to kind of see the separate individual objects, if you will, in the painting, but it's important to kind of force yourself to see them all kind of in relationship to each other. Excuse me. I love talking about painting and art, if you can't tell. So if you have anything you'd like to contribute to the conversation, feel free. I totally get it if you're here just to tune out and relax as well. That's fine too. But yes, I am kind of creating the curve of the shroom by adding just kind of intuitive painting underneath where it curves under. It's darker, kind of lighter, where it kind of is closer to me in the cylinder shape, and that's what really kind of brings it out and makes it look right. So we've got a question: do you do art for a living? Salty Jam. I kind of do. I am self-employed, so I do a bunch of just streaming social media stuff, and I also do Arbonne, which is a health and wellness company that I sell their products. So yeah, everything, and I sell artwork on Etsy, so I'm kind of an entrepreneur that is figuring it out. I do make my living off of this, but I have a long way to go for it to be long-term substantial. I hope that makes sense. I have been able to quit my part-time job, and I haven't worked a part-time job in a while, so that I can dedicate myself to ASMR, and I'm gonna, honestly stream full-time now, so I'm doing what I can to put in the hours. You can check out my schedule, and yeah, hopefully you'll be able to tune in when I'm going live and, support me that way, at the very least. Have I ever done digital art? Yes and no. I would say, what's your definition of digital art? videos on Instagram and stuff, all of my videos are digital art in a way. So, but yeah, I don't know if that's what you mean specifically, because you could be talking about like graphic design. I mean, I've painted on an iPad before. That's digital. So yes and no, it depends on what you're talking about. I don't know, I'm always looking for artists that can make cool digital stickers and stuff for my work. I'm not really good at making stickers. I'm not much of a graphic artist. I think that's what you mean, like kind of a graphic designer. I'm more of a painter, so I do a lot of just painting. So the difference is painting is a lot more fluid and abstract than like graphic design work. I don't really do the graphic design. You are really hitting your stride. Oh my gosh, thanks. Nalinda 22136. Like in the painting, or what do you mean? Or with my content, because if I'm hitting my stride with my content in general, that's a great sign. So yeah, just kind of connecting everything, doing my best to make it all kind of make sense together. And yeah. Okay, that's a cool. Oh, the painting looks great. Thanks, Timoton. I appreciate it. I wish I could see the painting up close. I really, really appreciate that. I will see if I can get another camera on my painting tomorrow or sometime this week when I stream. I don't have another camera set up at the moment though, so I'm sorry, but I'll get that for you guys because I know it will probably help just your experience. I could like switch back and forth. I'm happy to get that implemented in the future. That's alright. I really like your art. Do you ever paint murals? I used to paint murals, yes. I would be open to painting more murals in the future, but honestly, I don't totally love mural making art because it's kind of honestly just really hard. Murals take a lot of time and they're a lot of work, so yeah, I kind of try to avoid it. But I have done murals in the past for people. They turned out good. I learned a lot through the process, and I could technically do it again. Like, I think it'd be fun to do murals for my future kids' rooms and stuff. Like, I want to be that kind of mom who is, just painting stuff on the walls for my kids and making it fun. Both went through many channels today, stopped here. Oh, well, cool, yay, thank you so much. Sometimes I wonder if people are able to see my stream, but like if Twitch recommends it or not, I just don't know. So I'm glad you were able to find me while you were browsing. That's great, and I'm glad you like it here. That's awesome. There's a lot of ASMR artists on Twitch, so I appreciate you giving me your time and attention. I mean, everyone is so great at what they do on here, so I do my best to keep up. We'll just sugar. How's your day going? My day's going so good. Thank you so much. That's from Mr. Doodling. I love your artwork. Kina Eckridge Arts on YouTube. Thank you, thank you. So, yeah, what was that? Oh yeah, I'm kind of trying to make my little gnome character as kind of interesting as the mushrooms. Because honestly, the painting is mostly about the mushrooms. And then it's about the little gnome that accentuate the mushrooms. Am I based in LA? No. But do I seem LA? You can buy my paintings on Etsy. I'll drop it in the comments. Alright, there's on YouTube. Hopefully that pops up. Does it pop up? Yes, okay. Now I have to do it on Twitch. Is this a live stream? Yes, it is. I love live streaming. Still getting used to it. Let me know if you guys have tips. Yeah, check out my Etsy. I'll be posting this painting when I'm done. And I try to post my paintings on there when I'm done. This is acrylic. If you guys would like to see oil, let me know, because I can bring it in to the painting conversation, because I do use oil paint. I own oil paint. A lot of my paintings on Etsy are oil, which you can tell. Well, you can't really tell, but it'll say on there like that it's an oil painting. Maybe you could tell. I don't know. Yeah. Oops. Sorry, guys. Where am I from originally? I'm from Oklahoma. Now I live in the East Coast area, which I can't tell you for sure because I don't want any creepy people finding me, which I don't think that would ever happen, but you know, just privacy, I guess. Okay. There we go. A little bit lighter in there. Let me see if there's any more space up here. It's a little lighter. I just look at my avatar if it pops up. Okay, I will. Are you following me? Because I'm a creepy person. I already found you. Oh my gosh, stop. Anyways. I'm just gonna go ahead and add a little bit of detail in here, and slowly I'll be adding more and more detail to the painting. More shading. Just imagine if you saw that avatar in the street. That would be wild. Like if the avatars came alive. a few different price ranges, but 50 to 100. I have a few that are a little bit more than that, because like the ones that are more are my favorite pieces that I'm not necessarily trying to get rid of at the moment. I mean, I kind of am in a way. Like, of course I'd like to sell them, but like I want to sell them to the right person for the right price, you know. I'm not in a rush to get rid of anything necessarily. I just, if somebody wants my paintings, they can pay for it. Yeah. Alright, I need to work on the little gnome guy because he's getting neglected down here, honestly. And I have it upside down so that I can really kind of see what's happening in the dynamics of the painting. There's like some details in there. Finishing off my coffee. Wish I had more at that moment, but that's okay. Alright, gotta focus on the little dude down here because I need to kind of develop him at an equal pace as the mushrooms, and I'm okay if the mushrooms end up being the main focus of this painting, because they are, in a way. Like, that's what makes it a little bit interesting, is you got this little guy off of the corner of the painting that isn't quite as in view as everything else as the mushrooms. In fact, it kind of enhances the mushrooms to have a little person there, so that's why I kind of like the dynamic of it, and yeah, it's interesting in that regard, in my opinion. I think when it comes to being creative, you gotta go easy on yourself and realize that it looks cool as heck upside down. Oh wait, thanks. Which is better, hot or iced coffee? Iced. I'm into the iced. I'm glad you like the painting upside down. It's good to kind of change your perspective on it in the middle of the painting so you can kind of see what's happening in another way. Thanks for following me, 99 Kitten. Almost like a Mother Gaia type of painting. What is that? What does that mean? That might be just a little bit big in there, but that's okay. Trying to indicate that the top of the mushroom is kind of wrapping around the stem by making it curve. But again, I need to Mother Gaia sculpture were some of the first sculptures in art ever discovered. Very cool. I need to check that out. Maybe I knew about that and I forgot, but wow, I'm surprised I don't know about that. Thank you. I'll have to check that out. I love that. Working on for sure, for sure. I don't know if, hang on, let's see what I can do. And here I need to get some darker colors happening so I can, basically I'm gonna get like a dark shade happening and kind of like create the dark places, and then I'll go over it with the medium to light places to kind of add that gradual transition between like light and dark. But first I gotta get those dark shades on there and just kind of block it out and go from there. It's not easy, this part of the painting, because it's like, you know, it's a little squished in the corner in a way, just so happens to be, so that's, you know, it is what it is. What is your favorite color? I love the color pink, but I really like a bunch of different colors. Orange is a really fun color, but it's more so what my favorite colors are together, because colors together are what make them so compelling. Like having the right combination of colors in the right places on the canvas or on the wall, that's what's exciting for me, is the combinations of colors and the quantities of those combinations. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so, kind of painting in the top of the hand and the fingers. You know, skin tone can be tricky. It's funny because whenever I went to art school, I asked my color theory professor how to paint the skin tone, and she said it's the same way you paint everything else. And I didn't like that answer, because I was like, well, if that was true, I would know how to paint skin tone. But then I took her class and I realized skin tone is the same logic as everything else. It's just you have to learn the logic to actually do it. And, you know, I can kind of try to explain it as I go, but, you know, I wouldn't say I'm not an art teacher. I would say I don't teach art maybe as well as somebody like a professor does, but like I'll try to explain things here and there for y'all, and maybe you'll pick up on a few things, who knows. Okay. But yeah, painting upside down is a great way to kind of force your eyes to see some of the larger dynamics. I mean, our brain is changing things to kind of match what we know, which is why flipping it upside down forces your brain to kind of see it differently. And it really does. It helps. And again, this is something I need to remind myself of all the time, but it's not a race. For whatever reason, as you're painting, it's easy to feel like you're up against some time, like you're up it's not all gonna make sense immediately. Putting in the ear, indication of an ear at least. Yeah, your painting isn't gonna come together immediately, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's insane the amount of life lessons you can actually learn making artwork as you're painting. You'll start making these big, huge connections about art and life, and how art kind of teaches you about life, and how the way you navigate art is often the way you navigate life. And it's an interesting thing to ponder. If you give it some time to think about it, you'll realize as you're making work that you start making these big, broad connections that it helps you kind of work through certain things. That's why art is so therapeutic, I mean, I think on a basic level, it brings out a lot of subconscious things, but beyond that, it's, very therapeutic, because it kind of forces you to analyze your approach, especially as you get better at art. The more you're going to want to analyze your process and your approach. Do you make designs for t-shirts? I do not. Thank you, Kitty. Come back for following me. Duca, thanks for following me. Edgar, thanks for following me. Have you ever sold your paintings as NFTs? No, but I get asked that a lot. I don't sell my paintings as NFTs. I'm about to sell my ASMR as NFTs, but I have never been approached by somebody to buy my art or to list my art as NFTs. And I'm kind of working with a company or a startup to release my ASMR stuff as NFTs, because there aren't any ASMR artists doing that. So yeah, that's kind of what my next step is. My ASMR is a gateway to my art, like it just is. So of War. You calling me crunchy? I'm eating chips. So healthy. I'm eating chips for dinner. Nice shirt. Hey, thank you. So sweet. Or check out my new schedule. Let me know what you think of it. That's almost gave me tingling. Oh dang, chips for dinner, young lady. We're all adults. We're allowed to eat chips for dinner. Gosh dang it, you're right. I'm glad I'm making you sleepy. Roots 511. Love your creativity. Aw, thanks. That's on YouTube. Dottie 2K2. Yeah, I am gonna probably have an actual dinner at some point, but then I would have to end the stream, and I'm trying to stream longer so that I'm working towards my what is it called, where you're like, I'm already a Twitch affiliate. I'm trying to be like a Twitch partner, but I need more views. So yeah, I'm just trying to stream longer so I can try to get more of that happening. And we'll see if it does. Hopefully in time I can get more people on here. Schedule duly noted. Thank you. Dottie 2K2, thanks for following me. Hey Paige Sams, good to see you. I'm glad you like my what do you think of my schedule, Bob Ross of War? I want to know what you think of it. I hope that I can keep it. I'm really gonna try hard too. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Like, do you think that those are good, solid times that people will work for people? I hope so. Mushrooms is looking good Mushroom is looking good today. Thanks, Xball X. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, it takes time. I'm getting there slowly but surely with this painting. Back there needs to be dark, but not that dark. So I'm just gonna try to mix the right shade of purple so it doesn't look like just a nothing void back there. Schedule looks totally workable. Really? Oh, cool. You think people would like that schedule in general? Based on what you know? Because I feel like Bob Ross of War is on Twitch a lot. You kind of give me the impression that you kind of know what's going on in the Twitch ASMR community. More so than I do. I could be wrong, but that's my impression. If anybody has suggestions, let me know. I would love to hear them. So I guess that is kind of the leg area. We'll see what happens with the face. I'm just gonna kind of keep working on it. My goal is to kind of mix a few different color palettes in this painting to be more unique than just these fall colors, but I'm just gonna work on this first, bring it to a good place, and then add potentially some fluorescent colors. I think the times are good. Just keep track of which days are bigger hits than others and keep mending it to your liking. Okay. That's a good idea. I love that. mind the mouth clicking stuff. Sometimes I just feel compelled to make that noise. If you hate it, I'm sorry. Let me know. I'll stop. Okay, let's see. It's a role-playing video game, an old one that they remastered. I'll check it out. That sounds amazing. You're incredible. Aw, thanks. What is this Olodoxobio? I've seen people post weekly or monthly schedules that they adjust and schedule as they see fit at the time rather than definitive. Hi, by the way, I'm Olo8. Thank you so much for that, Olo. That's great feedback, and I will keep that in mind so I can, stay consistent and let you guys know what's going on. Thank you for that feedback. Guys, I started Twitch about a year ago, but I was a full-time student. I'm graduated now. And with the adjustments of being a graduate and a series of moves and, for a while school as a senior in college, it's just been kind of hard to figure out where Twitch kind of fits into my life, and live streaming in general for those of you on YouTube, because YouTube, love you. But basically I am at the point where I'm really excited about, the community that I'm building on here, and I'm excited about streaming more consistently, and it's fun. I love making art, and I noticed that there aren't really any painter ASMR people. I mean, if there are, let me know who they are so I can give them a shout and say hi, because I would love to connect with other painting streamers if they're out there, so I can kind of see what they're doing, what works for them. But for the most part, I'm kind of just trying to wing it and learn as I go, if that makes sense. Be sure to check out my Etsy, guys. I have not seen any mini painting plus ASMR. Okay, so have you seen the ones you've seen? Have they been consistent? Hello, intro, ew, ew. Is that a smiley face? Intro. I mean, hello. I think for me personally, if I'm not painting while I'm streaming, I personally just get bored of just sitting in front of the camera, and I think people who are there can tell, which is why I am painting, because I'm entertained more. The time just kind of flies by so fast when I'm painting for me, and then it makes it more enjoyable because I look at the clock and I'm like, oh wow, I've been streaming for X amount of hours, and that's how it is when you're painting. I mean, time just freaking flies, and that's so fun about it. It's kind of a time suck, but it's a fun time suck. Most of the art I see is people doing digital art. Oh yes, Xball X, that's true. I've seen that guy with the eye. I've never seen any painting and ASMR, but some painting, yes. Okay, awesome. I love that. So the ones that are painting, are they in the frame, or is it just Isabel Imagine ASMR paints, but I don't think she does streams or YouTube. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, sorry guys. My bad. I hope that didn't scare you away. I love you. But yeah, it's so good to know anybody that has a painting channel, so I can look at them, see how their camera is and stuff like that. Try to figure out what they're doing, because Lord knows I don't. That's all I can say. I don't. Mixing white in with my love you guys for being here. Let me know who you are in the comments. But yes, I am just kind of adding things here and there. I don't know how to say it. Making incremental adjustments is, I think, the way to put it. Sometimes in a painting, it's good to kind of stay away from the incremental adjustments and make larger adjustments. But right now, it's kind of an incremental adjustment thing because trying to just, add some definition to the gnome's face. It's, got a lot of potential here, but it's not there yet. Your voice is putting me to sleep, huh? Oh, well, yeah, that's awesome. Okay, the one artist I watch is in the frame basically like this, but another just shows the art more close up and in a spectate camera as herself. And in a spectate camera as herself. Okay, so what do you prefer? Because I could potentially get another camera on this and maybe switch back and forth at least sometimes. I can't necessarily always have that option. But I can see what I can do at least in the future in terms of, getting more cameras on the painting. Autocorrect always. Oh, separate. Okay, wait. Art is more close up and in a separate camera herself. Oh. So is it a split frame, kind of, like, to where it's, like, yeah, is it a split frame? I don't know if that is the correct terminology, but let me know. You can also send me her stuff. Right now, I can't really look it up, but if you message me on Discord, it's easier for me to go back and look later. It's got a little hand right there resting. Like 3/4 the frame is the canvas and the other is her. Maybe more light on the painting would be good. Okay. I like that idea. Maybe I can... Wait, I think the current setup is fine as long as the final product is shown at the end. I think this angle is perfect. Oh, really? Dottie 2K2, thank you so much. I like the idea of more light on this. I need to get maybe a third ring light, because look, here's my ring light. I've got a ring light here and a ring light there. So I can look into maybe getting a third one. Great advice, guys. Keep it coming. I'm totally open to the feedback. I need it. But thank you for saying the angle is perfect. That makes me feel good because I feel like there's always something I can improve on. So it's kind of nice to know that somebody likes it the way it is. that feels good. It's reassuring that maybe I'm doing something right. difference. I definitely feel like this painting has more structure than it did a while ago. Like the first time I worked on it, I feel like it's definitely come somewhat, like it's come a long way already, you know, so that's a good sign. I'll just keep working on it. Cool painting, Battle Shoot, thanks. All good things, how are you? I'm very late to the party. Almost 3 hours of streaming. Yeah. I hope you guys like it. I'm trying to stream more for everybody because, yeah, hopefully it will pay off. do I sell a lot. Nice paintings on Etsy. I sell from time to time, for sure. I definitely sell from time to time. Sometimes people will see a painting and buy it off Etsy, you know. They'll email me. But most of the time people do buy it on Etsy, and yeah, I always appreciate the support. It means a lot to me. So yeah. Awesome, thank you. I have more paintings I'm gonna be posting on my Etsy, so give it a follow and stay tuned so that you can see my new artworks as I post them. And you never know, there might be something that you like down the road. If there's nothing right now, just stay tuned. I've got a lot of artwork. So yeah. That looks pretty good. I'm adding some red into the grass to make it look a little darker so that I can pull out some lighter green shades later. Right now it just needs to be dark. You can see in there. It's kind of bright looking. I'm gonna add a lot of light green in the darkness. Okay, I think I might take a break soon. Been streaming for a minute, for a while. Trying to decide. Wow, I didn't mean to do such bright reddish tone in the back. I didn't know it was gonna turn out that bright. I think I'm probably gonna call it a day. It's almost 7 o'clock, and yeah, I've been streaming for a few hours. It's been really fun. Super appreciate you guys. Oh look, I'm Kitty on the screen. I know, it's awesome. Night and Droopy Dreams are my favorite on Etsy. Oh, really? Thanks. Let me know if you want them, because I'll hook you up. Good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be working on this painting. There's a lot I can do to it. It's, I think I got somewhere with it. It looks pretty cool. See you on the flip side. Thanks, Bob Ross of War. I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, hopefully. I'll be here. Promise. Bye. Yes, you guys better come through. Check out my Etsy. Check out my Patreon. Let me go showing